Hello, it's Lisa Dickey from Dickey's Cooking School, and just because we're in a lockdown doesn't mean you can't have super fantastic cocktails right at home. And today we're going to make a French 75. So French 75 combines gin, citrus, simple syrup, and Prosecco or Cava, or if you're super swanky, champagne. I'm just going to do Prosecco today. So a couple things. Number one, I'm using a Myers lemon today, and I'm using it because it is beautiful and fragrant. And for an added little decoration and for flavor, I've peeled a couple of strips of the Myers lemon, and I'm going to put those in the glass. But before I do that, I'm going to give them a little squeeze to release a little bit of the oils, and that's going to give it some flavor. Side note, always wash your fruit and dry it before, especially if you're going to peel the skin. Just assume that whoever touched it before you is filthy, and that will help. Okay, so the ratios. I'm going to do per drink 1 ounce of gin. I'm going to add a half an ounce of rose gin just because it's lovely and it is really nice with the Myers lemon. I'm going to add a half an ounce of simple syrup, and then I'm going to top it up with my Prosecco. So away I go. Here we go. And now for a mixed drink like this, when you're adding a bunch of flavor on stuff, I wouldn't use your best gin. I wouldn't use a sipping gin. And this is just as fine, sturdy old gin, Boodles. Similarly, like for example, if I do a bourbon sour, my go-to for a bourbon sour is 5 Roses. It's not, it's right middle of the road, but you're gonna layer it with lime and simple syrup. You don't really need a super high-end gin if you're going to load a lot of other flavors on top. So there's half an ounce of that in each. And then we're going to go with our Myers lemon. And then our simple syrup. You could switch this around if you wanted. If you wanted to switch your citrus, if you wanted to use fresh squeezed grapefruit, would be really delicious. I would go with maybe a less tangy Prosecco, something a little more mild, just so it's not too sour. You could also use my favorite oranges this time of year are also the Mineola. They're a cross between an orange and a tangerine. They have a beautiful flavor and also are great in a version of a French 75. So then I am just going to, top that up with some chilled Prosecco and COVID schmovid. It is still a Friday, right, Keep? Keep says it's Friday too. Cheers! Have a wonderful weekend. The sun's out. I hope it is where you are. Adios.